A very good morning, class. So, as you all know, class, we have already started with secretarial practice, chapter 5, and we saw that the persons who are associated with an organization are called as members of that association because a company by itself is a non living material. It is an artificial person which is created by law. Hence, we need some living beings to provide that existence to the company. So, that existence is given, the working existence, the living existence is given to the company by the people who are associated with it, who are known as members of the organization. So it can be rightly said that organization is by the members, of the members, and for the members. So class, we have already started with chapter 5 of our secretarial practice, members of a company. Before I move forward to the topic, let us quickly revise what all topics we have covered in this particular chapter so that it will help you to understand today's topic as well. So we have already completed with the meaning of the members. What were the two prerequisites required for becoming the member of a company? The word member and shareholder is used equally, or it refers interchangeably. It refers to the same meaning, and therefore it is used interchangeably many a times. But class, there's a difference between who is a member and a shareholder. It is not compulsory that every member will be the shareholder of the company and vice versa. So we saw the conditions under which the person can be regarded as a member of the company but not a shareholder. And also we have seen the person who can be called as shareholder of the company but he is not the member of the company. In our previous lecture, we covered these topics. Once the person is a member or a shareholder, then what is the eligibility of becoming a member? So all those persons who are competent enough to enter into contract legally or who are able to enter into contract, those persons are eligible to become the member of the company. Then we saw which individuals can become and cannot become the member of the company. And at the same time, which institutes, organizations are eligible to become the member of the company and which organizations are not. Then we saw what are the terms of acquisition of membership, on what basis you can acquire the membership once you match the eligibility criteria, once you fulfill the eligibility criteria, how can you acquire the membership of a company? So under that, we saw subscribing to the memorandum of association by applying an allocation of shares, shareholdings in demat form, that is holding the shares electronically, by transfer of shares, transmission of shares, by becoming the nominee of one-person company, or by acquiescence. Today we are continuing with the topic, what conditions or under what circumstances the person can be terminated or his membership can be seized. So the topic for today is termination or cessation of membership. Now, when I say termination or cessation, it means cancellation. So a person ceases to become the member of the company when any of the following occurs. So basically, today we'll be seeing under what conditions the person ceases or his membership is cancelled from the company. So let us see one by one what are the conditions under which the termination of the membership undertakes of a person. The very first condition is transfer of shares. So class, I've already explained you all the meaning of transfer of shares. Now, what do you mean by transfer of shares? That is, once you are the member of the company, but if you have sold your shares to someone else, so at that particular time, as a seller of the shares, your membership is terminated from the company and you are no longer the member of the company. In the event of death or insolvency of a member, if the person who had purchased the shares of the company dies by any reason or becomes insolvent, that is bankrupt, कंगाल हो जाता है, so under that circumstance, you cease to become the member of the company. That means आपका membership cancel हो जाता है, is terminated from the company. Sale of shares by the member in the buyback offer by the company. Now, as a member, you are selling the shares which you purchased of the company back to the company. है ना? Buyback, नाम में meaning है. You had purchased the shares of a company. Now the company is asking you to return those shares back to the company. No shares, no shareholder. No shareholder, no member. So buyback ka meaning is very simple. Buyback means a corporate action where as a company buy back its shares from the existing shareholders at equal price. मतलब 100 में खरीदा था, 100 में you are selling it off, or more than the market price. So market price में उसका value is around 120, but the company is buying from you at 140. Okay, so price equal to or more than the market price. That is called as buyback offer by the company. So I hope you all are clear with the first three conditions, class. So under these conditions, आपका membership terminate or cease हो जाता है, that is cancelled. Condition number 4, forfeiture of shares by the company, surrender of shares to the company by the member, exercising of lien over the shares of a member by the company. So one by one I'll explain you all the meaning. Forfeiture. Forfeiture का मतलब होता है cancellation of share by the company if a member fails to pay the money due on shares. Now इसका एक example समझाती हूँ. Pay attention, class. Now consider, as you can see, consider Mr. A who had purchased or who told the company that I'm buying 100 shares of your company of 10 rupees each. ठीक है? So Mr. A purchased 100 shares और एक शेयर उसने कितने में खरीदा? 10 rupees. So basically Mr. A, how much money does he owe to the company? 1,000. Okay. Now out of 1,000, Mr. A had paid 700 rupees to the company. ठीक है? So around 70 shares का पैसा Mr. A already gave it to the company. So that is 700 rupees. Left is 300 rupees. Pending है ना अभी 300 shares का पैसा देना बाकी है. So pending amount is 300 rupees. Now in spite of company giving time to Mr. A and बहुत reminders भेजने के बाद भी Mr. A was not able to pay off this 300 rupees to the company. So finally, what decision did the company take? That we will forfeit the shares of Mr. A. That means they will cancel the shareholding of Mr. A because Mr. A has failed to pay the money which is due on shares. So how much was due? 300 rupees was due. 700 he already paid, but in spite of reminders, in spite of warning, time period extend करने के बाद भी Mr. A wasn't able to pay this 300 rupees. So what was the decision taken by the company? Forfeiture of shares. Got it? So that is forfeiture, मतलब cancellation of shares by the company if the member fails to pay money which is due on shares. उल्टा भी हो सकता है, सरेंडर. सरेंडर करना मतलब क्या? यू मस्ट हैव सीन ना, जब कोई ऑप्शन नहीं बचता, then what we tell, I give up. सरेंडर करना मतलब सामने से the person is telling कि भाई मेरे पास अभी कैपेसिटी नहीं है, I am not able to pay, so I am surrendering my shares. तो सेकेंड कंडीशन ले लो, बिफोर कंपनी को टेल मिस्टर ए, सेम एग्जाम्पल ले लो, मिस्टर ए 700 उन्होंने भर दिया, 300 was pending. Now Mr. A was not waiting कि कंपनी कब forfeit कर दे उनके shares. So Mr. A knew now he is not in a position to pay the remaining 300 rupees. So Mr. A ने क्या बोला? I am surrendering my shares. Surrender कर रहे मतलब give up कर रहे because I don't have money to pay you at all. So surrender of shares is a voluntary return of shares by the member to the company. मतलब कंपनी इज नॉट फोर्सिंग मिस्टर ए खुद से willingly giving up the shares because he is not in a position to even give 1 rupee back to the company, वो share का. So that is called as surrender of shares. So in that case, again, Mr. A is not the member of the company. So I hope you all followed. Don't worry, class. The next point, point number 6, is coming again in this particular slide. So pay attention. The 6th point was exercising of lien over the shares of a member by the company. Now class, if you are following and अच्छे से सुन रहे videos, I've already explained you all the meaning of lien on shares. This word had come when we were doing types of companies. That time also आया था. And in the previous 4th chapter also this particular word has come. But don't worry, again I'll explain you all the meaning. तब नहीं सुना तो please अभी सुन के ले लो. So what is the meaning of lien over the shares? Lien of shares का मतलब है भले आपने shares purchase किए, okay, but still आपका कुछ पैसा pending है. You have not paid your debt to the company. तो भले you are the shareholder, but ownership still remains with the company. So what is the meaning of lien on shares? Means company does not transfer the shares of the member till he pays his debt to the company. So consider the same example wherein Mr. A 70 shares का पैसा उन्होंने दे दिया है. That is 700 rupees he had given. But 30 shares का पैसा is still pending. Apart from that 30 shares, maybe और कुछ कर्जा होगा Mr. A पे related to the company which he has not paid back to the company. So in spite Mr. A owns 100 shares of the company, out of which 70 shares का पैसा also he has paid, but still the ownership of the shares, ownership अभी भी किसके पास है? कंपनी के पास है. कंपनी ने मिस्टर ए के नाम में वो शेयर्स ट्रांसफर नहीं किए हैं because Mr. A has not paid his debt to the company. So that is what is called as exercising lien over the shares. So I hope you all have followed. So under this condition also, भले 70 shares का पैसा भरा है, still Mr. A cannot be regarded as the shareholder and member of the company. Okay, so these words are new, class. Listen to them carefully because ये अभी continuously आने ही वाले. तो हर chapter में I'm not gonna explain you all the meaning again and again. Continuing with the point 7, the person who holds redeemable preference shares ceases to be the member when the company redeems back these shares. So class, you must have heard of redeem word. है ना, आजकल आप लोग ऑनलाइन परचेजिंग शॉपिंग करते होंगे एंड यू मस्ट यू आर गेटिंग कूपन्स जिस पे लिखा होता है रिडीम हो जाएगा आपके अगले ऑफर में. सो रिडीम मतलब उतना पैसा ऑलरेडी कम करके देंगे बिकॉज आप अभी के परचेज पे ज्यादा भर रहे हो. करेक्ट. सो रिडीम का मतलब है वापस मिलना. So now there are two types of shares, class, जिसके बारे में आप डिटेल में अगले साल पढ़ोगे. That is equity shares and preference shares. So अभी के लिए खाली इतना समझ लो, if you are buying the preference shares of the company, नाम में ही मीनिंग है, you will be given the first preference जब रिटर्न्स देना होगा. शेयर्स पे क्या रिटर्न्स मिलता है क्लास? डिविडेंड. So whenever dividend देने की बात आएगी क्लास, you will be the ones who will be preferred first. और कंपनी प्रॉफिट करे या ना करे, प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स को डिविडेंड देना ही पड़ता है वापस. But preference shareholders do not have any voting rights in the management of the company. उनका कोई अधिकार नहीं होता वोटिंग का, उनके कोई स्पेसिफिक राइट्स डायरेक्टली नहीं होते टुवर्ड्स द कंपनी. सो अगर आप रिडीमेबल प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स होल्ड कर रहे हो क्लास, उसका एक टाइम पीरियड होता है कि रिडीम मतलब इस टाइम के बाद वो शेयर्स आपको वापस कर दिए जाएंगे. सो व्हेन द कंपनी रिटर्न्स दो शेयर्स बैक टू द मेंबर, आप कंपनी के मेंबर नहीं रहते because already your money has been returned back by the company to you. So as you can see, it's written redeemable preference shares are issued for a certain period of time and paid back at the end of it. So once the company returns you the shares back, you no longer continue to be the member of the company, or we can say that your membership is terminated. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज पर्सन रिसाइंस. रिसाइंस का मतलब है रेफ्यूट्स, मना करता है. The contract of membership on the grounds that he or she was cheated and frauded by misrepresentation of information given by the company in the prospectus. So because of some cheating, some misrepresentation by the company in the prospectus, जो मैंने आपको पिछले चैप्टर में सिखाया है, fraud हुआ है member के साथ. So he says that I won't continue with the company as a member because मेरे साथ इन्होंने fraud किया है. I was misled by some things which were given in the prospectus. So वो मना कर देता है. Winding up of the company. Winding up means company बंद होने वाली है, ताला लगने वाला है. So basically at that particular time जो भी company से related थे, now no longer they will continue to be the members of the company. So are you all clear with the topic, class? All right. So finally, we are moving towards the last topic of this chapter. Now you understood what is the eligibility criteria, how the person can acquire the membership, under what conditions the membership can be terminated or basically cancelled. So continuing now, once you have become the member, आपको member का दर्जा दे दिया गया है. So as a member, you have got some rights, duties and liabilities towards the company. आपकी भी कुछ responsibility बनती है, आपके भी कुछ अधिकार है once you become the member of the company. So the next topic that we are going to start is what are the rights, duties and liabilities of a member. So the first topic that we are continuing is with rights of a member. So let us see what are the rights which you get. आपके हक, अधिकार, what do you get when you become the member of the company? Right of assessing the books and documents. Assessing means checking or looking at. मतलब आपको अंदाजा लेना है, मुझे go through करना है books of accounts या trial balance या profit and loss account. So as a member, I have the right that I can ask to show me all these books or documents related to the company. So a member can get the copies of memorandum, articles, auditors, director's report, balance sheet, profit and loss account. The member can also inspect the registers of members, debenture holders, charges, investment, minutes book of all the general meeting, proxies lodged for general meetings, and all returns filed by the company. Now, इसमें certain words you are aware of. दो नए words आए हैं if you paid attention to. Minutes book of all general meeting. So class, pay attention to this. What is a minutes book? This will be covering in detail in the coming chapters. But for your reference, shortcut में I'll explain you. You must know what is a minutes book. Minutes has nothing to do with the time. Okay, first of all. Minutes book का मतलब है whenever a meeting is held, चाहे वो board meeting हो या general meeting हो, the secretary of the company has to note down the topics, what all topics were discussed in the meeting. ठीक है? So general meeting होती है जब general meeting is of the shareholders of the company. So basically whenever shareholders का meeting होता है, a secretary has to record all the topics which were discussed. क्या हुआ, किसने क्या बोला, क्या क्या topics cover हुए, वो सब short में note down करना होता है book के अंदर. And जिस book के अंदर the secretary is recording all those matter, उस book को क्या बोलते हैं? Minutes. Okay? Proxy. Proxy का मतलब क्या होता है? For example, in the college or school, what is a proxy period? When some teacher is absent, कोई और उनके behalf पे आते हैं ना आपके क्लास में. So in the same way, whenever meetings are held, जरूरी नहीं है everybody will be able to attend the meeting. Okay, so sometimes the shareholders or directors appoint proxies. मतलब if they are not able to attend the meeting, उनके behalf पे उनका proxy आए. So that is what is the meaning of proxy. So इन सब के बारे में information लेना, देखना, छानबीन करना, these are all the rights which a member gets. So once you are confirmed as a member of the company, these are the rights which you get. So you can ask for looking at all the finance book हो सकता है, minutes book हो सकता है, proxy books, charges, investment, registers. You can go through all the documents and books of the company. Moving forward with the second right, right to make fundamental corporate decision. Now, members hold exclusive powers to decide at meetings of members on the matters like change of registered office of a company, that was the address clause, ठीक है, memorandum में. Increase in authorized capital last lecture boss baby had explained y'all. जितना कैपिटल द कंपनी डिस्क्लोजेस कि मेरे कंपनी का कैपिटल 10 करोड़ रुपए है, सो दैट 10 करोड़ रुपए विच द कंपनी वांट्स टू कलेक्ट इज द ऑथोराइज्ड कैपिटल. तो अगर उसमें कुछ इंक्रीमेंट करना है, तुम्हें लगता है और बढ़ाना है, तो एज अ मेंबर यू हैव गॉट दैट राइट ऑल्सो. चेंज ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ द कंपनी, दैट इज ऑब्जेक्ट क्लॉज की बात हो रही है. Amending the articles of association, any changes if you feel can be done or has to be done in the articles. Acquisition, mergers and takeovers by the company. Appointing sole selling agent and winding up of the company. So in all these corporate decision, you have a right to say your point of view and express your point of view, what you think. So as a member, you have the exclusive powers to decide. Kabhi bhi in matters pe you can speak up in the meeting. So I hope class you all are following. The rights are very easy. So pay attention one by one. कुछ तो basic है, समझ में आता है कि अगर आप member हो तो आपके पास ये अधिकार होता ही है. So that is confirmed. Right to participate in general meeting. So as I told you, general meeting किसकी होती है? Shareholders of the company, who are the owners of the company. So members have a right to receive the notice and agenda of all the general meetings, attend them in person or appoint a proxy, speak and vote at the meetings, demand and vote at a poll, demand to call extraordinary general meeting, etc. So as a member, you can attend the general meeting, that is shareholders ka meeting. You can vote, you can speak up. So every right as a member you get for general meeting. Right to appoint and remove a director. Now, as you know, shareholders ke elected representatives who manage the company are called as board of directors. So once you become the member of the company, they have a right to appoint and remove the directors. So if you feel इसको as a director appoint करना है, you can do that. If you feel that the person is doing some wrong act, नहीं होना चाहिए, you can remove him from the directors का post. So as a member, you get all these rights or adhikar in simple terms if I speak up. Continuing with the next point, right with respect to company's accounts and its audit. Okay, so members approve the annual accounts at the AGM, that is annual general meeting. They appoint the auditors. Auditors का काम होता है to check the financial statements, financial documents of the company. Decide their remuneration, what pagar, what fees, what commission you're going to give them because they are rendering services. And also have right to remove the auditors. Right to participate in profits of a company. Members invest money in the company with the hope of getting returns on the investment. So just now I explained your class, the returns which you get when you buy the shares of the company, us returns को क्या बोलते हैं? Dividend. Therefore, member has the right to approve the dividend and get the same within 30 days of the declaration at the AGM. So once board of directors बोलते हैं कि हर member को जिन्होंने purchase किया है shares उसको dividend मिलने वाला है. So once this declaration has been made in the annual general meeting, so within 30 days, the members have to see to it that board of directors has to see to it कि within एक महीने के अंदर सब shareholders को उनका dividend मिल जाना चाहिए. So that is right to participate in the profits of the company once you become the member of the company. And if you buy the shares, तो आपका कुछ मोटो है ना, आप ऐसे ही नहीं खरीद रहे हो, आपके पैसे आप ऐसे ही कंपनी को नहीं दे रहे हो. You are expecting that the company will give you something back in return, which is called as dividend. Next is shareholding rights. These rights include right to receive share certificate, transfer of shares, to get rights issue and bonus issue shares. Again, दो नए word आ गए class, तो सुन के ले लो. What is rights issue? Rights issue जब मैंने आपको prospectus समझाया था, remember class, offer letter, letter of offer, याद आया? So that time I'd explained your rights issue का मतलब है the company को अगर और पैसे की जरूरत है, okay, the company is planning to expand its business, increase the product line, whatever, but पैसा नहीं है, capital चाहिए. So before issuing it to the public, कंपनी अपने एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर्स से पूछती है, ऑफर देती है, whether they are interested to buy the shares of the company, and if yes, so the company can issue the shares to the existing shareholders at a discounted price, कम रेट में पहले ऑफर करती है अपने लोगों को, कंपनी के लोगों को. And if they are telling yes, we are ready to buy existing shareholders, so that is called as rights issue. बोनस इशू क्या होता है? नाम में ही मीनिंग है बोनस. बोनस मीन्स गेटिंग एक्स्ट्रा, लेकिन बोनस का मतलब है फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. सो कंपनी एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर्स को एक्स्ट्रा शेयर्स ऑफर करते हैं बट फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज बोनस. सो बेसिकली दैट इज द डिफरेंस. राइट्स इशू में खरीदने पड़ते हैं बट एट अ डिस्काउंटेड प्राइस. बोनस एक्स्ट्रा शेयर्स मिलते हैं बट फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. तो एज अ मेंबर ये वाला राइट भी आपको मिलता है, ये आपका अधिकार है. राइट टू रिसीव सरप्लस असेट. सरप्लस माने क्या? ज्यादा. In the event of winding up of the company, the member is entitled to get shares of surplus assets of the company, if any, after the payment to all the other stakeholders. So after paying everybody, each and every part, जो भी कंपनी बंद हो रही है तो असेट्स बेच के जो भी पैसा कमाया सब में बांटने के बाद स्टिल अगर कुछ पैसा बचता है, सरप्लस बचता है, so again the member is entitled to get shares of surplus assets of the company. अगर बचा है तो और भी मिल सकता है, चांस है और मिलेगा. So as a member this particular right is also included in your books. ठीक है, तो ये और एक अधिकार है जो आपको मिलता है. Finally coming towards the last right, right to class action suit. ये क्या होता है? The act confers the right of class action suit to members against company or its directors in the event of any fraudulent, unlawful or wrongful act or omission or misleading statements in the audit report. Any 100 members or those holding 10% of the voting rights can apply to the tribunal for redressal. Members can demand investigation in the affairs of the company. Also, they can file a petition to wind up the company. So, class action suit का मतलब क्या होता है? Sometimes when you become the member of the company and आपको लग रहा है कि आपके साथ धोखा हुआ है, you know, you are being cheated, कोई fraud हुआ है, your trust has been broken, तो you get a right as per the act, Companies Act, against कि आप कंपनी को क्या मतलब केस कर सकते हो कंपनी पे, उनके शेयर होल्डर्स पे या उनके डायरेक्टर्स पे. So as a member, if you feel that you have been cheated, कोई fraud हुआ है, misrepresentation हुआ है कंपनी से या डायरेक्टर्स से, so you can sue them. उनके ऊपर आप केस कर सकते हो. So any 100 members or those holding 10% of the voting rights. तो ऐसे आप जैसे अगर और लोग हैं जिनके साथ हुआ है, so the 100 of the members of such group और जिनके पास 10% वोटिंग राइट्स है, they can apply to the tribunal. भाई कोर्ट में अपील कर सकते हैं कि हमारी ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करो. So you can ask for investigation in the affairs of the company, or you can file a petition to कि company बंद करवा दो. You know, you can file a petition like this also. तो जैसे मैंने आपको बोला क्लास एक्शन सूट का मतलब है wherein a group of people with similar harm or wrong caused to them sue the opposite party for redressal. बोला ना, आप जैसे और भी कई लोग होंगे जिनके साथ सेम धोखा हुआ है, you are not the only one. So you can form a group and ask for compensation. So this is again one more right which you get as a member of the company. सो इफ यू फील कि आप जैसों के साथ और भी कई लोग हैं, सो यू कम टुगेदर, यूनियन बनाते हो, एंड देन यू कैन फाइल अ केस, sue the opposite party and ask for redress. Okay, so I hope class you're clear with the rights wala part. Now finally coming towards the end topic, the last topic, duties and liabilities of a member. अभी आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या है, वो अधिकार मिलते हैं आपको. नाउ एज अ मेंबर व्हाट यू आर सपोज टू डू, आपकी क्या ड्यूटी और लाइबिलिटी है, सी टू इट. A member is bound to the company by all the covenants of articles of association. Now, पिछले time I explained you all articles of association is related to the rules and regulations of the internal management of the company. So, as a member, आपको bind करना है. You must follow all the contents and clauses of articles of association of the company. So, what is the meaning of covenant? Covenant means all the acts, clauses, terms, conditions of the articles of association आपको भी follow करने हैं once you become the member of the company. So that is fixed. Moving forward with the next, what is your duty and liability towards the company? Since most of the companies have limited liability up to the face value of shares, the member is liable to pay full value of the shares. ठीक है ना? So as your liability is limited, मतलब आपने जितने shares खरीदे उतना ही आपका पैसा बनता है towards the company. So if you paid attention class, जैसे we can take the example of Mr. A. So Mr. A had promised to purchase 100 shares of the company of 10 rupees each. तो मतलब Mr. A को कितना पैसा देना था कंपनी को, 1000 rupees. So how much Mr. A is liable? 1000, but he could pay only 700, which is wrong. So how much more liability is there on Mr. A? 300 rupees ka more liability is there. In case of unlimited liability company, a member is personally liable for all the debts of the company. So this I have already explained. Your limited matlab आपके personal asset is different from the office asset. तो कल को if company has to give lot of debts to different people, आपका लेना देना नहीं है, आपका जितना बनता है उतना ही आपको देना है. You are not required to sell off your car, your house, your personal assets because company के पास पैसा नहीं है. But if the company has unlimited liability, तो अगर आपको आपके खुद के assets भी बेचने पड़े, you have to do it because there is no difference between personal and professional assets in case of unlimited liability. So with this class, we come to the end of chapter 5, that is members of a company. So I hope you all have followed the chapter nicely. Easy chapter है, ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है इसमें. So I hope you must have followed the topic. So class, I request you to go through the videos, and if you like it, please do share across with all your other friends as well. And do subscribe to my channel to get more updates related to your topic. So thank you so much class for patiently listening to me. Take care, stay safe, keep learning, keep practicing and keep studying till we meet in our next session. All right. So I stop here for the day.